What is going on, my people? We are finally back again, bro. I hope everyone's doing absolutely fantastic. You don't know already, fam. Miguel is back again, bro. Here to preview Matchday 23 in the Premier League, and of course, review some of the stuff from Matchday 22. But before we do, fam, as always, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend, and let's get it cracking, bro. Matchday 23 kicks off on Saturday when West Ham take on Chelsea. This should be a pretty sticky game, I reckon. West Ham, they drew their last game against Newcastle, and Chelsea an absolute snooze fest. I went for a 1-1 draw in that game. They drew 0-0 against Fulham. It was an absolute snooze fest, bro. Really flat. But yeah, West Ham, for me, they're not to be messed with. They are on a little bit of run. They've picked up a little bit of form. So they are looking dangerous, in my opinion, at this moment of time. And in Chelsea, they have not been looking good, bro. They have not been looking good. The attack is absolutely dead. It's not clinical. They don't have as much going for them, Chelsea, in comparison to West Ham. So I think West Ham do have the upper hand going into this game, believe it or not. That's why I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for West Ham. Moving on, we have Fulham versus Nottingham Forest. Fulham, as mentioned, drew their last game against Chelsea. The Nottingham Forest, they actually won their last game 1-0 against Leeds, which depends on who you ask. Was pretty surprising. Going to this game, I personally do believe Fulham have just a little bit more to offer in comparison to Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest, you know, most of their decent performances have gone when they've gone against the bigger teams. That's no disrespect to Fulham. Those type of teams, the bigger clubs, that's when they tend to do, that's when their better performances come, and it's not against the smaller sides. But yeah, as much as I do believe Fulham kind of have the upper hand going into this game, I'm gonna go for a 0-0 draw. After that, we have a juicy encounter between Leicester City and Tottenham. Leicester City absolutely battered, bro, Aston Villa 4-2 in their last game. So decent goals in there. Aston Villa completely came apart, bro. It was awful to watch. And then Tottenham, they've been riding their luck recently, winning 1-0 in that. They won their last game against Man City, which was, again, depending on who you ask, was very surprising. I knew it was going to be a very leveled game. I just knew it, fam. I knew it wasn't going to be an absolute blowout. And that's why I went for that 2-1 win for City, if you guys do recall. But yeah, Tottenham, I don't know, fam. They scored that one goal. It was a City mistake, but a goal is a goal, fam. That's all that matters. And they got the 3 points because of that. Harry Kane setting records, like that. But yeah, as mentioned, Tottenham have been riding their luck lately. I do think this is going to be a difficult game for both sides. Leicester City they're trying to catch some form, and Tottenham, as I mentioned already 1,000 times, they've been riding their luck. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for Leicester City. I can see a draw, but 2-1 Leicester. After that, we have Arsenal versus Brentford. Arsenal lost their last game against Everton, and as of recently, they've been in a bit of a funk, fam. I don't know what it is. They are in a bit of a funk. I think all across the board. Arsenal, just the 11, just hasn't been there, fam. I don't think it's because they're tired or anything like that. Just in a bit of a funk. I think that's really it. They're kind of lost a bit of rhythm, which can be recovered quickly, and it needs to be recovered now because this is a crucial stage in their season, fam. Especially if they, have the hopes of potentially winning the Premier League title. These are crucial moments, fam, and they really do need to pick up their act. And as for Brentford, they've done really well in their last game. They absolutely fist up Southampton 3-0. Some good goals in that game as well. But yeah, Arsenal, I think they can definitely get this win. They are I think people do forget this. Arsenal are a completely different animal when it comes to playing at the Emirates. The Emirates has been a very loud stadium this season, fam. It's been a great place to go to. But yeah, I think Arsenal can get the win. I do think they will get the win. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for Arsenal. I wanted to go for a 1-1 draw. I can see Arsenal drawing this game. I think it just has it in there. But I think Arsenal recover. I do think they get the 2-1 win. You know what? Bond that, bro. I'm going 3-1 win for the Arsenal. Next up, we have another juicy encounter between Crystal Palace and Brighton. Crystal Palace losing their last game to Man United. Casemiro getting that red card, which was very unfortunate for Man United because Casemiro is very influential to the way Man United are playing this season, fam. He's a key factor in the way United runs, bro. Without Casemiro, fam, United do run very, very differently, fam. You can see it. And Mark Hughes, what can I say, fam? I did get a little giggle out of it, but that was only because it was just really stupid and pathetic. I mean, why would you put your hand... Like, that's just basic stuff, fam. Whether off the pitch or on, like, you're just not supposed to put your hands on people, fam. But yes, I do believe Brighton can go up here and get the 3 points. They usually do well against London teams. So, yeah, my doubts are there that they will get the job done, but I think they can do it. I'm going to go for a 1-0 win for Brighton. Moving on, we have Southampton versus Wolves. Southampton, as I already mentioned, got fist up by Brentford, and Wolves, they fist up Liverpool, fam. Something I was kind of expecting. I didn't think Liverpool were going to win that game. If you guys remember, I think I went for like a 1-1 draw or something like that. But for them to lose 3-0 to Wolves, that is absolutely humiliating. Wolves, I mean, hats off to them. They were absolutely brilliant. Absolutely all over them. Like flies on poo, fam. You know, like that. They done really, really well in that game. Now, they have to go into this game and replicate that similar performance. But yeah, this is going to be a very difficult game for both sides. Southampton, of course, fighting that whole relegation battle thing, and then Wolves, they're going to want to, of course, you know, replicate a similar performance to the Liverpool one, but I don't think that'll be the case. They're going to be leveled, as I mentioned already. I'm going to go for a 0-0 draw. The last and final fixture on Saturday for Matchday 23 is, of course, Bournemouth versus Newcastle. Bournemouth, as I already mentioned, lost their last game. They've been awful. And Newcastle, they drew the last game against West Ham. I don't know if it's just me, fam, but for me, Newcastle, in recent weeks, they've been very bang average, bro. Very bang average, haven't been all that. The goal scoring isn't there. They've been scraping the points, bro. They're collecting them, like getting like 1 points here and there, but I'm not convinced by the performance, bro. I'm really, really not. And I think a lot of it does come from the attack. That clinical edge is lacking. They're looking a bit, you know, they're in a funk. They're another one of those teams that is in a massive funk. Bournemouth, going into this game, I feel they are being underestimated. I think they will get the 3 points, believe it or not. I'm going to go for a 2-0 win for Bournemouth. I think the funk does continue for Newcastle. Yeah, I don't see them winning, fam. If they do, you know, good for them, but yeah, I'm going 2-0 win for Bournemouth. Heading into Sunday, we have Leeds United versus Man United. Should be a very interesting game. Leeds United during Matchday 22 lost their game, as I mentioned, and Man United, they won their game against Crystal Palace. These two, of course, played each other during the midweek on Wednesday, fam. They were down 2-0 at home to Leeds United, and they came back like towards the end of the game in the second half. Leeds United couldn't get. It was just the defense, fam. The defense really did let them down. If they had just held on, they would have gotten those 3 points. That would have been a historic moment. But be what it be. Sancho coming back, getting his goal. Rashford getting a goal. But yeah, this should be a very interesting game. Only because, you know, when you consider that they just played in the midweek, I mean, that's going to be pretty interesting to see these guys play yet again. I can see a 0-0 draw coming out of this. Leeds United, I'm not sure. They can definitely win this game. I do definitely think they have it in them, but I don't know if that'll be the case. I'm really unsure. And then we saw that, you know, Casemiro not being in that midfield for Man United does make a huge difference. I mean, it's something that, you know, everyone knows about, fam. If Casemiro isn't in there, not that the whole team depends on him, but he's a massive help. He is a massive help. But anyways, I'm going to go for a 1-0 win for Leeds United. I could see a draw coming out of this, like a 1-1, 0-0. But yeah, I'll go with 1-0 win for Leeds. After that, we have Man City versus Aston Villa. Man City, in my opinion, have been a little bit of a funk lately. Haven't been all that. Holland, specifically, and for me, has been a bit of a funk, bro. That we saw him in that game against Tottenham. He was absolutely lock off, bro. Didn't have a peep, bro. And then Aston Villa, they've been all right recently. In the last game, they got absolutely face up. But besides that, they actually have been okay lately. We all know that going up to the Etihad isn't the easiest task for any team. There's been very few teams who have gone up there and, you know, gotten the result they wanted. I think Man City definitely have the upper hand in this game, regardless of the form that they are in. The whole funk that I did mention. I'm gonna go for 2-0 win for City. Maybe a 3, but I think that is a little bit of a stretch. Yeah, I'll go 2-0 win for City. Heading into Monday, the last and final fixture to conclude match day 23 in the Premier League. Depending on who you ask, should be a really good encounter between Liverpool and Everton at Anfield. Liverpool, they've been in the funk all season. Let's just say that. But of course, as I mentioned already, lost their last game against Wolves. And Everton, probably the biggest shock result from last weekend was when they beat Arsenal at Goodison Park. That was pretty impressive in somewhat of a way to get that done. It's not the easiest, bro, just because of how well Arsenal is doing at the moment. Everton, I think they definitely should and they need to go into this game with chest, bro. Liverpool can get got at, bro, and Everton can get at Liverpool. The whole occasion, the Merseyside derby, this is a big occasion, fam, for both teams. Everton, they really do need to take advantage because Liverpool are not the same team from last season, fam. They really, really are not. Let's face facts. They're in like this whole rebuild stage. So Everton, they need to go into this game with heads high. They can get the 3 points. I think there is a possibility they can do it. But Liverpool, I don't know. Maybe this might, give them the kick that they need. Anyways, as I mentioned already, this game is kind of for either side. Everton evidently is in a much worse position than Liverpool. But that doesn't mean that they can't go into this game and win. I think it'll be a very leveled game. Maybe not too much will come out of it. Liverpool, they haven't been able to take advantage of moments like this. So I'm going to go for a 0-0 draw. Everton, maybe, just maybe win it 1-0. But I'm going for a 0-0 draw. Also, ladies and gentlemen, on the 15th of February, which is a Wednesday, Arsenal will face Manchester City at the Emirates Stadium. Let me know in the comments down below how you guys think that game is going to go. I think it'll be a really good game. For me personally, I think that game is going to have a lot to do with, who wins the Premier League title. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Premier League table as it stands. We have Arsenal, who remain in first with 50 points. Man City in second with 45. Man United in third with 43. Newcastle in fourth with 40. Spurs in 5th with 39, Brighton in 6th with 34, Brentford in 7th with 33, Fulham in 8th with 32, Chelsea in 9th with 30, and Liverpool in 10th with 29. You guys can read the rest of the table. But anyways, fam, I hope you lot did enjoy. If you did, like always, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend. Let me know in the comments down below what match you're looking forward to the most, what player's going to play the best, what you enjoyed the most from Matchday 2022, all that stuff in the comments down below. There was loads of drama concerning the Super League. I heard they're rebooting that or whatever, and then also Man City over some financial fair play stuff. Some drama I'm not gonna dive too deep into because I just don't know too much about it, fam. And then whatever you read about it, just take it with a pinch of salt. But yeah, fam, hope everyone's doing absolutely fantastic, and I will see you guys soon.